So today we're going to talk about, how do you start? Where do you start? Where should I start? Should we start by putting out some great marketing material, hiring a big marketing company and firm to come up with some really cool stuff to make our city look great? I mean, yeah, I'm all about creating that. Um, but I think that, you need to start by looking at what are the things that you have to offer to people when they do come to your city. A lot of people just hire people, come up with all these brands, all this marketing material, and all this stuff before their city's even really, or their downtown's even ready for people to experience it. Because, if you put out an image of what your city is and people get there and it's false, they'll probably not come back or they'll slam you about it. And I'm okay with you getting people to your city before they're ready. I do that all the time. It's critically important to get people to your city, but you need to develop some products that your city's known for before you start putting out a bunch of marketing material about your city. And you can do that in multiple ways. So, an example in Granby, Colorado, we established a cornhole league that was every Friday night, and it was something that people could come and enjoy, and it created that Granby's known at this place that you go on Friday nights because there's cornhole. And here in Sand City, we've done the same thing. Sand City Cornhole League on Thursday night. People know that's somewhere you go. They have a really cool thing going on, and no one else is doing anything like that around here. You could also look at opportunities to be known as the art town, right? We've talked about public art a lot, and in Sand City here, we're kind of known as the area that has a lot of public art. And you don't just have to do murals and public art to be known as the art town. You can be known as a creative town by working with your local makers, who maybe everyone makes stuff. So you start to have events around making, showcasing what they are. If you're in an area where there's a lot of old cars, especially here in California, weekly cruise-ins are really great for attracting people. They bring people in. It doesn't require a lot of, things to make it happen. You just have to build that community with those people and then get them to come to your city on a regular basis, and just start once a month. I mean, it doesn't have to be weekly, every Friday night. I mean, obviously, if you can get to that, that's always awesome. But, build your products, find out what your city niche is, and every city has a niche. Don't just do what all your neighboring cities are doing. If all your neighboring cities are doing farmers markets, you probably aren't going to be successful at a farmer's market. So look at what's the niche. Study who are the people that live in your community. If everyone's catering to the 75% older population with their events, go after the 25% population of young people and figure out what do they like to do, and just create these creative events. Whether it's building a tree for Christmas out of pallets like we did in Graham, or whether it's working with your local graffiti tag kids because you have a problem with graffiti, but you can take these kids and put them into a light that teaches people how to use spray cans and nozzles and raise the elevation of the street art that you have. I mean, just get unique, find your niche, find the underserved market, and just go after that market. And if you're struggling as a city in a downtown to get people there, obviously you can't just do the normal events. You can't just do a farmer's market. You have to do, like some places do, coffin races. You have to do bed races. You have to do the largest slip and slide if you have a hill. You have to do cardboard sled regattas if you're somewhere that has snow. Just think super outside the box. And if you don't have the ability to do that, I mean, you can always call me, but just Google it. There's stuff all over the internet with great events.